Hi Scorpios, this is going to be your reading for May 2025. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising, because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings, I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to Traditional Tarot, and then back to Oracle at the end. If I pause for any moment, it's just because I'm trying to feel the energy that is around the cards, so I appreciate your patience there. All right, let's get into it. Your message for this month is courage and bravery. Your message: you have the heart of a warrior and you want to do what's right, but it isn't always easy. Angels are surrounding you in light of courage at this time and guiding you to do what you know deep down in your heart is right. Being brave isn't about being emotionless. The angels are reminding you that it's okay to feel, and your vulnerability will allow you to tap into even greater inner strength. Angels are always willing to help you feel safe, guided, and guarded. So call in as much help as you need. This is a time to take ownership of your energy in any situation that could be making you feel less than good. And through your courage, you will begin to attract experiences of being respected. Your angels are here to remind you that your soul cannot be tarnished or harmed. It's the one part of your essence that always remains whole, healed, and completed. So, if you have the feeling of the need to defend yourself at this time, angel wisdom is guiding you to back down. You don't need to protect yourself, especially when you have spiritual support. Call in the light of God, heaven, and the angels to protect you. If you feel that you have made a mistake or have something that you need to share, be brave and take ownership of it. Trust that living with integrity will always lead to the greatest possible unfolding of your life, and know that the best gift that you can give the world at this time is your truth. All right. Let's see what this could be about here, Scorpio. Okay, just give me a second here. All right, while I was pulling your cards here, there was this energy of something we want to get off our chest in a way. I just felt like there was something that maybe we either want to say or communicate about here, Scorpio. There's something in that kind of the truth of it and vulnerability in the truth that I really took from that courage and bravery. It might have something to do with your family or your family life, something that kind of needs to be addressed or that you want to kind of talk about here. Maybe it's something that you've maybe not opened up before about, or you're wanting to kind of open up to, or open up some kind of line of communication here, because I have the Two of Swords coming in your main energy, which is a crossroads energy. We're at a crossroads with something. Might have to do with something in our family or family life. We have the why can't I say I can't talk today. We have the Ten of Cups here in the reverse. And the Ten of Cups in the reverse is energy of kind of unhappy family situation. So maybe this is you kind of unhappy in your family moment right now, or there's some kind of rift in your family, whether that's between you and a child, you and a spouse, you and friends who you kind of consider your family. But there is kind of this crossroads moment with you, Scorpio, right now, where you're like kind of deciding which way to kind of go with this. Maybe some of you are deciding to, walk away from certain family troubles here, distance yourself, whether that be energetically or physically here. Maybe some of you are deciding whether to get a divorce or split up here. But again, I feel like it's kind of weighing on your mind a lot here. It might be someone that is an earth sign, because I do have the King of Pentacles coming in right after. The King of Pentacles could be Virgo, Taurus, or Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, because it is earth sign energy. But the King of Pentacles is this energy of someone that is really on top of their kind of career life, their financial gains here. Usually represents maybe that's someone a little bit older. Maybe you've been dealing with someone within your family who is maybe a little bit more well off. Maybe there's someone that's really excelled in their career or kind of really focused on their career here as well, or focused on their finances, and it's maybe causing a little bit of rift within the family. Maybe it's someone that's working a lot here, and you're just like, hey, like, yes, money is great, but we also have some other things to kind of deal with here. Okay, we are kind of missing something, some kind of component in this relationship. Maybe this is just someone that, you know, who is always kind of focused on money, and you kind of see the other side of things here. You see the other side of life and what it has. Okay, but I just feel like there's almost this, like with this Five of Swords, this defeated energy with this, whatever this kind of rift in the family is about here. It just feels like we're just kind of really defeated by it, and I feel like it's something maybe we've been holding onto a little bit too much. We've been holding onto our chests, holding it to our chest and wanting to kind of speak out about it here. So I feel like that's going to be something, maybe some truth that's going to be brought up here to help you with this kind of crossroads moment, right, this month, to help you with kind of which way to go here. You know, what is kind of going to be best for this situation. Maybe not even the other person is more financial, but you're just kind of thinking for your career. Maybe some of you have to move away, or things like that, and maybe it will upset people. You know, you have to move farther away from your family, and that's going to upset them here, or you have to be like, hey, just so you know, I need to focus on this right now. Whatever that is for you, Scorpio, it just, again, feels like here there's going to be some kind of decision that you have to make in this month of May, okay? I have the Two of Wands here, which is saying you have the world at your hands. New opportunity is kind of around the corner here for you. It feels like the energy is maybe a little bit stuck now. I have the Knight of Swords in the reverse and the Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of just telling me that there's just this energy here of feeling like no progression, feeling like things aren't kind of moving forward in some kind of situation. Now, it could be a relationship at home, because again, we have this kind of Four of Wands here, which is this home energy, idea of being back home. This is wedding, this is celebration, this is birth of a baby here, but it feels like there's something not progressing, and I feel like you are kind of having your doubts because these things aren't progressing here for yourself. Remember, you have the world in your hands. Opportunity is on the way for you, so just trust that in this reading. If things aren't working out right now, it's maybe that there's this little bit of a kink or a little bit of a knot that we have to deal with, that we have to work through right now. And maybe that's why things are not kind of happening, because this moment is allocated to something different other than this kind of progression, right? Progression of whatever it is that we want. Maybe there's something we got to deal with first here, it feels like. So it feels like there's going to be some downtime in May for you to kind of figure that stuff out or work for that, because something isn't coming in the way that we want it to. The good thing is we have this Eight of Swords in the reversed. And when it's in the reversed, it means that we now see that there is kind of a way out for us. We're not kind of so blinded. We don't have the blinders on, being like, okay, you know, I have no help in this situation, or I can't escape whatever it is that is causing me stress here. I feel like you now see that you have a choice kind of in all of this. You now see that you are allowed to cut yourself free if you want to here. Okay, whatever this kind of been on your mind, whatever is causing you mental blockages will be released. And that's kind of, again, like what I said before, the focus of this month for you is just focusing on that, focusing on what you are kind of truly feeling at this moment in time, and making a decision for yourself regarding some family or kind of home life stuff with this Four of Wands. We have the Six of Cups coming out here, the Strength card in reverse, and the Death card in the reversed. Death card is Scorpio energy in this reading. Strength card, Leo energy, and the Six of Cups kind of represents past energy. Energies coming back from the past, whether it be a physical person or a situation from the past that we already dealt with. It feels like it's a cycle that hasn't completely closed or ended for us here with this Death card. Something that feels like unfinished business in a way that might be kind of coming back or reoccurring back into your life here. Scorpio, you're kind of doubting your own strength in this, because we do have the strength in reverse. You don't feel like you are strong enough to kind of deal with this again or go through this again. I just want to reiterate, you are strong enough for this, okay? Just trust that you are here. But again, that feels like it's this energy of, and I think that's why they're telling the courage and bravery that's coming out here, right? You do have the courage, you do have the strength to get through whatever it is that you're kind of going through right now. You do have that, but it just feels like something from the past is going to be coming back in this month of May, and it's going to feel like a bit of unfinished business, and you're going to feel like some energy of being like, okay, we're going through this again. All right, something hasn't closed for us. I don't know, for some people this might be like a second divorce. Maybe this is kind of, for some people, feeling like a sickness is coming back. I don't want to scare anyone here. It just feels like something, again, that's kind of reoccurring or coming back into our life. So I'm just going to put that out there for you here, and really just to feel like you are strong enough to deal with it. You are really feel in that kind of warrior energy for yourself, Scorpio, here, okay? Of the Page of Cups here coming out, which is, I always see this as kind of an emotional conversation, some kind of connection here, that you really have a heartfelt conversation. As you see, this person is talking to the fish here, and they're having this kind of heartfelt conversation, okay? So I feel like you are going to reach out to someone for support, or talk through with someone. Again, like this energy that I was feeling before of getting something off your chest, opening up, being vulnerable, keeping your heart open, I think is really important for this. I have the Magician in reverse, which it feels like you just don't have the tools to get through this right now. It could be therapy that you might be going to, or starting to go to therapy, because I just feel like this almost reaching out to someone that has better kind of handle of something. So it's almost like, it feels like maybe it's a doctor, maybe it's you know, a psychologist, maybe it's someone that you just really appreciate their opinion. But I just get this energy where you're feeling like, I can't really do this alone, I kind of need to reach out, or I need this kind of help here to kind of go through this. We have this 3 of Pentacles here, and we have the 8 of Cups here, which means you're leaving something behind, something that we were maybe working on or building before. I think we are going to decide to leave or walk away from that. This could be a group project, this could be some kind of group that we were a part of that we're deciding to walk away from, something that we've maybe built or collected together, again, where it feels like we're going to leave it behind and start with something new here. Maybe this is old ideologies, something that you built before that you're just like, nah, it's not resonating with me anymore, it's not really working for me anymore, okay? You're going to be like, it's time to go, time to pack my bags, I'm done with it. I have the Fool card in the reverse, and I have the the 4 of Swords in the reverse here. The 4 of Swords I always see as this kind of healing energy, right? It's like coming back from a time of taking a time out or a pause or a rest, and really kind of getting back to something, really healing from that here. So there might have been a sickness that you are kind of healing from here, but we have the Fool card in the reverse attached to it as well. It's almost this like fear of the new, or fear of what like life is going to look like after this, whatever it is that you are kind of dealing with here, okay? It's like almost just this like, I don't know what life is going to look like, and that kind of scares me a little bit. More than I was kind of hoping for here, but they're just telling you to kind of go with the new, go where the energy and the water is kind of flowing for you, Scorpio, at this time, because it's going to be something really kind of healing for you. There's going to be something that we feel like this kind of new healing journey for yourself, and it's really this, they've kind of shown me an egg cracking open here for you as well, but it just feels like this kind of opening up energy, opening up to being like, okay, I'm not sure what the future does hold, but I'm going to sit in that, and I'm just going to take it day by day. kind of get through this, whatever it is we're kind of going through here. But it feels like there's just some choices again in May that we are going to make, and I feel like it's going to be more heartfelt choices, more connecting energy, just kind of all around more like loving energy and opening up and vulnerability kind of thing. Don't let pride get in your way. So we were kind of talking about being open, keeping our heart open, right? Asking for help if we need it, reaching out to those here, understanding that we all can't be great all the time. We can't be feeling our best selves. We shouldn't be, you know, it's not right. All our lives go up and down and up and down. And sometimes we just need to reach out to someone and be like, hey, I'm going through it right now. You know, let's talk about this. There's stuff I have to get off my chest. I'm going to read the Starseed Oracle for you this week. It's Loosen Your Grip. Coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction, let God in. We are cyclic beings, and Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. We're talking about that, letting it flow with the water. If you are clinging to anything, if you are resisting the natural flow of who you are, the things we cling to so often are those that we need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationship, the job, the people-pleasing. Things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space, the part where we are most afraid to leave empty, the part we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping that space covered in something that doesn't serve us, or clinging to it for fear of it not staying on its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosen your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it might stay, but what you can be sure of, that what is for you will find you. And you will breathe easier, knowing that you have shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? And I feel like that's this energy here, right, with this Death card in the reverse, the Strength card in reverse. You know, what are we clinging to? What is this that we're kind of walking away from here? What are we starting anew? And that's going to be what your May is for you, Scorpio. Okay? That was your monthly reading. I hope it helped.